What's up guys, it's Flossin. With the 1.3 drip market teased, and with Caesar King being 24 hours away from my NA peeps, I think now's the perfect time to talk about who we should be pulling for in terms of future account value. In today's video, I'm going over all 4 of the next agents to help you decide who's best for your roster. If this video ends up helping you out, don't forget to drop a like down below. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Now, with formalities out of the way, let's talk games. Okay, before we get started, I'm legally obligated to say this, or the comment section will come for me. If you don't care about meta, pull for who you want. It's perfectly fine to ignore synergies and just play the game with characters you love. If you want to run an all support team and trigger unlimited quick assists, go for it. But I'm breaking this down from a meta / min-max perspective. So, you've been warned. Alright, let's jump right in. I want to start with Yanagi, because out of all of the agents teased, she actually catches my eye the most. Yanagi is coming in the first half of patch 1.3 as an electric anomaly agent. Grace mains, I can hear you screaming already, but let's calm down. Even though they share the same attribute and class, I don't think Yanagi will replace Grace outright in team compositions. I honestly think there's something a little bit more unique to her. Since Yanagi is dropping right after Burnice, I'm speculating that the new disk drive set, Chaos Jazz, will be amazing for her, as I stated in the last video. This set buffs electric and fire damage dealers when they're off the field, which leads me to believe Yanagi might be designed as an off-field DPS, with potential high damage multipliers on her EX specials and assists. Basically what I'm trying to say is that maybe Yanagi will function similar to Burnice whilst not taking away the core functions of Burnice's playstyle. So what's my take on Yanagi's value? Well, if you don't have Grace or Anton built on your account, Yanagi's value skyrockets. Anomaly agents have a track record of being excellent DPS or sub DPS, and having Yanagi to fill that electric weakness is gonna be a game changer. Now, if you already have Grace or Anton built, Yanagi might seem underwhelming at first glance. But remember, Grace and Anton rely heavily on each other for uptime and shocking enemies, so Yanagi might offer a different playstyle rather than competing directly. I think Yanagi will pair better in a disorder-focused team, possibly working beautifully with Jane and Burnice, and even Seth for electric buildup. And yeah, I know I've delved into anomalies multiple times already, but personally, I'll be pulling for Yanagi, regardless of already having Grace on my account. Anomalies to me are just too fun, and I'm not missing out on any of them. Oh, by the way, according to her agent description, Yanagi might be a MILF. Yeah, you heard that right, and let me tell you, I love MILFs. But enough about Yanagi. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about Lighter, because oh man, I honestly don't know how this doesn't spell doom for Kaleda next patch. Lighter, a fire stun agent, is coming as a huge surprise to most of the Zenless community. A lot of people expected him to be a fire attack agent, maybe even an A rank at that. However, I think Lighter brings his own value outside of just stunning enemies or buffing damage, which Kaleda already does. As we've seen in the past, agents like Ching Yi can increase damage multipliers just by existing and performing well in her rotation. I could see Lighter having a similar role. If you, like me, skip Ching Yi and don't have a well-invested stunner on your team, then Lighter might be the way to go. And that's not all. Because Lighter is coming in the second half of patch 1.2, you'll have some breathing room between Caesar and Burnice's banners, which is perfect if you're building up Polychrome for Yanagi or saving up for the next agent. Lighter could even turn out to be a universal stunner, like Caesar, or provide buffs to the Sons of Kaladin faction. That being said though, if you already have 2 limited stunners on your roster, Lighter might not be as appealing. You only need 2 solid stunners for modes like Shiyu Defense or Disputed Node, and with Ambi being a free A rank stunner, Lighter comes less of a priority. But again, he could surprise us all. We don't know what his kit is. Now, let's transition and talk about the king, or queen. Whatever, King, Queen, Caesar King. Caesar King, we're here to talk about Caesar. Caesar is without a doubt looking like the juiciest agent out of all of the teased characters. Now, if you've already pulled Caesar, this advice probably isn't changing your mind on account value. But I still think it's important to talk about her value for those who are still on the fence about pulling her. She offers beefy shields, anti-interrupt for your on-field agent, flat attack buffs, and even crowd control. Honestly, there's so much in her kit that I haven't even covered, so if you're looking for a deep dive, check out this graphic in the top right for more details. Caesar's value gets amplified even further by the new defensive disk drive set, Protopunk, dropping alongside Chaos Jazz in patch 1.2. With Caesar, you can level her skills, gear her up, and slot her into any team seamlessly, thanks to her release in a couple of hours. She's shaping up to be the first must pull in Zenless Zone Zero. From a meta perspective, her versatility makes her a strong addition to any team. And if you're a meta player and have Polychrome for Caesar, skipping her could seriously hinder your account's growth. But don't worry, if you're like me, you might want to skip her and explore what other anomaly compositions offer. Caesar will surely return in the future on a rerun, and even then, I'm sure she'll still be a solid pick. Also, quick side note, did you know that 90% of you watching this video probably aren't subscribed? I know. How could you not be subscribed to me, right? If you enjoy this kind of deep dive content and want to support a small creator like me, remember to hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. Alright, anyway, let's talk about Burnice, our fire anomaly agent, coming in the second half of patch 1.2. I've touched on Burnice before, especially how Chaos Jazz will enhance her, but I want to dive into how she compares with the other agents. If you're someone looking to dip your toes into the anomaly playstyle, Burnice, honestly, is a must pull. From a meta perspective. Jeez, man, you guys terrify me. She's shaping up to solidify a niche that could become more of a core thing in anomaly-based teams. Burnice might not seem as enticing if you're skipping other key anomaly agents though. For example, Jane Doe. But if you didn't skip Jane, and I know you didn't because, sorry, Burnice's value increases tenfold. That said, anomaly agents do feel a bit like Nihility if you've ever played Star Rail before. They can work with other teams, but would much prefer to stick with their own kind. So if your roster is light on anomaly agents, Burnice might just be a banner to skip. So all four of these agents bring something unique to the table, making them each shine in specific ways. It all comes down to what your roster needs though. Whether you're building an entirely new team or rounding out your second, there's no wrong choice here in my opinion, especially since we don't have the full details on Yanagi or Lighter yet. But I think that's enough yapping from me. I'm curious though. What about you? Who are you planning to pull from these four agents? Are you picking just one, or are you wailing out on all four banners? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Until next time though, happy gaming, and may your pulls be ever in your favor.